Hey guys, want to bring you another NFL video of today's retirement announcement of Patrick Willis press conference and what we thought. We were thinking and debating of shooting another video, or actually a video yesterday, about the rumors, but we weren't sure because we were hoping or thought there could be a chance that he was not going to retire, or the Niners were going to be able to talk him out of it and stuff like that. It was just swirling. It was the biggest shock yesterday to me, and to other people around that I interacted with. And so it was very surprising. And this reminded me of some people were saying Barry Sanders leaving out on top of their game, or still had a lot of years left. Also, a little bit felt like could be a Ricky Williams situation. Not because he's suspended or anything. I'm not saying Patrick Willis is a great stand-up guy, and especially the way he conducted his retirement speech. So I'm just saying that it just had that feeling like, man, why are you going to retire so early? Unless from listening talk radio and reading up some other stuff, and listening to his press conference, he was not right. His passion's not there. That's one from what I could take. His legs, his feet is not right. He is the type of player that wants to do it on his terms and wants to leave on top, wants to be able to play every season as a Hall of Famer. And that's where he ended off with his speech pretty much, that he thinks he's a Hall of Famer, because the 7 years that he's played, the Pro Bowls that he's gone to, he put up numbers that were unbelievable. And some people are saying, well, if he played all another 4 or 5 years, then he's considered a Hall of Famer. But he brought up, well, if he played 4 or 5 years not at Hall of Fame numbers or doing anything great, then what will you remember most of him? Well, probably mediocre towards 4 or 5 years. He's saying he can't play that high level impact Hall of Fame type of career that he's accustomed and used to. He also admitted he doesn't want to be pulling, I guess you could say, some players like Steve Nash or certain players that, I hate to use Steve Nash as an example, but that's the most recent that kind of admitted, pretty much collecting a paycheck. He didn't want to collect a paycheck. He wants to be great at what he does, and he was really great at football. So he felt it would be a disservice to his teammates and the front office taking that money, collecting a check, and not being able to play what he's supposed to. He wants to earn every penny for it. So he just didn't feel right about that. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He was being honest. He admitted he's not a perfect man. No one is. But he was very honest and straightforward. There was rumors that maybe he's going to go into preaching or something. Yeah, he could. I mean, I could see him doing that. He is spiritual. He did reference a lot of scripture during his retirement speech. So that's something. I mean, I always thought, well, you could have like the Reggie White be a reverend during playing days and even after. I believe Randall Cunningham, actually, he is in Las Vegas, a preacher too. So that's something I always thought maybe he could do afterwards, when he plays, or even during his off season. So that is something was kind of shocking to everybody. He did reveal a lot of stuff. I just thought maybe there's a small chance that he can come back for another year. Say he sits out this year, right? Because he sees what's going on with the Niners. This is what I thought. I don't know him personally. I've just heard he's a good stand-up guy. He's pretty honest and everything. Seems like he is. But before going to the press conference, we thought maybe he just doesn't like what's going on. Frank Gore's leaving. Justin Smith is probably going to retire. Then there's rumors of Navarro Bowman. If he doesn't pass the physical, he might be cut. There's like so many crazy things. Jim Harbaugh was fired, and it's like, well, there's so many things going on with the Niners. It's not the organization he knew and everything. And so for him, he could see, well, the only way I could get out of this situation if I wanted to is pretty much I'm going to retire, leave for a year or two, and then come back. You're still pretty young that you could play at maybe 31 or 32. But I guess he was going to always intend, I gotta play at like a high level. If I can't play, it's not going to be amazing or anything. And there was already rumblings, like if you watch his video and tape, like he was burnt a couple times. Like when he played that full season, he wasn't covering as much field as he used to. So yeah, but he could still play at a really high level compared to most linebackers. So it's just really surprising. Big blow to the Niners on losing a locker room guy, great teammate guy, pretty much great all around guy for the Niners, that they need someone like him during this time of transition, especially with the Seattle Seahawks, which will break down, getting Jimmy Graham from the Saints. So I don't know how they're going to handle him now, especially with the rumors of Bowman. So go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe on what you thought of today's announcement. I can't really believe it. It's still shocking to most Niners fans, most people that live in the Bay Area, California, pretty much anywhere. If you're a Niners fan, you will probably remember this opening of free agency as a big letdown. Pretty much this is the beginning of a rebuilding. Well, it was probably beginning after a bunch of moves. The first domino was Jim Harbaugh, and this was pretty much a nail in the coffin that it's a rebuilding. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe for more NFL videos.